Hi everybody, I'm Kathy Opperman and we are here today at our Teens Against Mean group at the Empowering Youth Center, the home of Pillars of Light and Love. And today I have special guest speaker Gianna. Welcome, Gianna. First time on, is this your first time on like a live Facebook interview, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it might be a little nerve-wracking. We know we're going to have lots of people watching and we do have a live audience here. So what we'd like to do is to ask you if you have any questions to please write them in the comments, and we have someone who is monitoring our video today who will just raise their hand and ask us your questions as we go forward. And today we're here to talk about a couple topics. We're going to talk about cyberbullying, which seems to be the type of bullying that's happening today in your age group. Well, you're how old now?
19.
Oh my gosh, I've known her since she was like, how old? Like
She's
9 or 10 years old. And you are now a sophomore in college. And we're going to talk about something that is affecting kids today. And it's not just older teens. We're finding, any 10, 11, 12-year-old who is having, what do you have now? iPods or iPhones and Snapchat and things like that. There's a lot of bullying that's going on, not necessarily in schools where people are just pushing people or saying mean things, but now we have this whole added issue of cyberbullying. And we're going to talk about that. And we're also going to talk about today the challenges that teens are facing today, and when things just, get frustrating or stressed, especially when you're making decisions about college, or when you get to college.
Yeah,
and you might want to change your decision about college, how you go through that. And Gianna's here I'm very happy that you're here to share her story in hopes that it will help others and hopes that we will have this in our repertoire of videos for Teens Against Mean, so that we give you some good ideas to help maybe yourself or a friend who might be going through an issue, that you'll know kind of what to do, what not to do, and how we can help. And that is our goal at Pillars of Light and Love in our program called Teens Against Mean. I have a shirt on here. I am a beautiful woman. I actually have my name tag on, which I will take off. It was, hi, I'm Miss Kathy, because we just got done with our Be Me Kids group, and that's all about teaching younger kids, 12 and under, how to be themselves and know that they are very important people. And we had 22 kids here. We do that program once a month. We also do our Teens Against Mean program once a month. So if anyone out there is interested in joining us next time, please sign up for our email list. You can go to our website, which is www.pillarsoflightandlove.org. Okay, so we're going to get started. We have some prepared questions, but we're probably going to go off them. I'm just going to warn you, sometimes I go like off into a tangent. So let's talk about how teens are communicating today. Is it text message? Is it Facebook? You're probably all not on Facebook anymore because all of us old people can't.
I'm on Facebook. Facebook is a big college thing because people are far away and you want to like stay in touch with them. But
I'm happy
my brother
to hear
and
that.
his friends don't do that.
Okay, so how old's your brother?
He's 16.
And how does he communicate with his friends?
Snapchat is a really big one, and like FaceTime, text. That's all like the communication wise. And then Instagram is like the big social media. Twitter, like Twitter was like really big when I was in high school. Now no one uses it. The
Twitter not so much. So Instagram is just putting pictures up.
Instagram, yeah.
And what I can see the difference is that Facebook kind of decides what's in my news feed.
Yes.
But Instagram, if I follow a person, I'm always seeing what they post, right?
They recently changed that. Now it's kind of like what they think you want to see comes up. But if you follow them, you can still go to their profile and view it. So it's not like time oriented anymore.
No, see, because Facebook owns Instagram. So, but we like the opportunity to do live videos like this. So it's Snapchat. So your age group at 19, how are you communicating then? Would you say for the most part?
Snapchat I use a lot, I text a lot, and I Facebook message. If I don't have someone's phone number, we use that.
Okay. What are the positives of today's methods of communication?
I think it's super awesome for us to be able to like maintain relationships with people that are far. So like for college students, I think it's really big, but even with teenagers that have a lot of friends, being able to go onto Facebook and see recent things that happened in their life, or on Instagram recent things that they've posted about their life, without having to make a phone call, make sure you're both free, like playing phone tag, stuff like that. You can still message them and be like, hey, saw you posted this, congrats on making Dean's List, congrats on making the baseball team, whatever. Like you get updates without having to make sure that you can reach each other, kind of thing. Another thing that I think is good is you don't have to like in the midst of being busy, like you can still maintain the friendships.
And you can talk to a lot of people at one time
Yeah,
too.
right.
Really
So like
cool.
group chats too. Yeah, I think that's super helpful.
Are you doing group chats
Yeah.
on Facebook, like Facebook group chats?
Text messages too, like
Group
I
text,
know you
okay.
can make a bigger group chat if you all have the same kind of phone. So my friends get mad at me because I have an Android, so we can only have 10 in our group chats if I'm in it.
Okay.
But
I'm learning that then.
Yeah.
Group chats. How many of you do group chats?
That's like
Yes?
a huge thing.
You're doing, and you're doing it on Facebook or on your phones? Where do you do it at?
iMessage.
iMessage?
Yeah.
Okay, that's still like your iPhone. So that's your
Texting,
iPhone,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You can only do it with iPhone people. Are you doing that with do you group chats with friends?
I think I text group chats more than I text people individually.
So texting group chats, and that's funny because in my age group, if everybody's on, like, get me off of this group, I don't want to see what everybody's saying. So that's what younger people are doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an education for us older folks on how you're communicating. So unfortunately, there are concerns of a lot of parents that because things now are, like Snapchat is like an instant thing, right?
Yeah.
And then it lasts how long? Is it up there?
I think
Somebody
it's
put
up
some-
to 10 seconds.
So people can say positive things, and then you can also say mean things. Right?
Yeah.
Are you seeing any experiences among your friends of people using text messages or Snapchats negatively that are upsetting people?
Snapchat, definitely when it first came out, that was like a big thing because you could send whatever you want and then it's gone forever. And like, even if you send something rude or mean, like I can tell if you took a picture of it. It sends me a notification. So now I know that you have something that I said mean to you.
If you put something out there and I do like a screenshot,
Right.
you
So like
get
if I-
notified of that?
Yeah.
Oh.
So now like when Snapchat first came out, that was a huge issue because people thought they could get away with it, and then when they didn't get away with it, they knew because now you have it, and so then it like causes like an issue between these two people. So if I send you something, you screenshot it, now I have something against you. I can threaten you because you have something against me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that was like definitely something that was really bad when it came out. I think it's gone down a lot because now people just use it in place of texting, like they send pictures back and forth instead of messages. But it's definitely still a possibility that that's
So now that people know that you know that you saved it,
right. It creates
you think
problems.
you've seen a lot less
Yeah.
of the use of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it definitely
That's
also, like sexting became a huge issue when Snapchat came out because people take pictures and think they were gone. And so that becomes another issue. Now if I send you something that I don't want anyone else to see and you screenshot it, now you have it. Now I'm in a vulnerable position.
Sure.
And that's also an issue.
Sure.
So
So all of a sudden you're like, oh, they just
Yeah,
screenshotted it.
right.
That's not a good thing.
Right.
That is not a so. We probably don't have that problem with older people because we don't have any pictures of ourselves. Well, I don't know about that. That could not be. That might not be true. So, do you think that Snapchat, group messages, the things that teens today are using, does it change the way that you have the ability to communicate in person?
yes and no. So I think that it definitely affects people's communication skills. But I also think that you have to kind of choose for it to let you make that happen. Like, because high schools, like you guys can agree with me or disagree with me, let me know if I'm right. Like my high school was really big into making sure that didn't happen to us. Teachers had like shoe racks on their doors and you had to put your phone in at the beginning of class so that you weren't texting, so you had to talk to your friends when you had free time, so that you had to learn how to have a professional conversation with teachers and people that were interacting with that were adults and people that you were interacting with that were peers. So I think they do a good job of incorporating that because they're aware of that issue, as well as like projects and stuff. Like we've done like mock interviews and like presentations that like incorporate that skill. And so I think that's super helpful. So the people that are like totally missing out on that skill, I think are not making use of the resources that are being provided to them.
So you're saying most schools are still helping you with public speaking and,
Right.
and with having
and even
conversations.
just conversations like this, like with peers and with people that are higher up. So like I don't think I would have been very successful without some of that, because now I know how to talk to a boss that differently than I talk to my manager, and differently than I talk to my coworkers, and I write emails differently to my mom than I do to my professors and like stuff like that. So I think I learned that skill in high school.
Great.
Do you guys agree? Do they do that?
You think? Do you think it's negative? I mean, do you think that it does? I guess. Do you think people are braver to say something on a Snapchat or a text message than they would say in person to someone?